Hi, I'm Jacob from Status Update, and this is my app drawer app of the week. It's called Sportcaster. It is a sports scores and news and information app for Android. It comes from the people and the makers of Tweetcaster and some other apps you may know. So it's a good app. It's well built, and it's really one of the fastest, quickest moving sports apps I have found. The problem I've had with other sports apps, the ESPN app, it's slow, it's clunky, doesn't move very fluidly. This is a really well designed app that moves great and has a lot of cool features. So I'll start out with, this is the home screen you come to, and I'll just go around these buttons real quick and show you what you have. In the middle of this little pod here, kind of looks like that Simon Says game used to play with the buttons, but it's got the scores button in the middle, which will simply take you to these scores. Now you can click at the top and select what you want to see. So basketball tournament's going on, I want to see NCAA basketball and NCAA tournament. So I click that, those are the scores. It's going to default to showing me today's scores, but I can click up here and I can go back and I can see Friday's scores and Saturday's scores, and notice how quick these are loading. It's almost instantaneous. There's no, in between dates, there's no loading bar, it's just right there. So I want to see the information from the Kansas UNC game. So I click that game. Here's the information. Now it's going to default at this screen, which shows me the scores at the top, or the score of the game, and if it was still going on, it would show me the time in the middle and all that stuff. And then down here, it has tweets. And notice, these are all the tweets from anybody really talking about this game, and it's pared down, so it's not everybody on Twitter. And you can change this list, but notice how some are set off to the left and some are set off to the right. And that is supposed to be the ones on the left are the team on the left, so in this instance, Kansas, and the ones on the right are the team on the right, in this instance, UNC. So these are the tweets that are, favoring UNC, so to speak, or about UNC. So it's kind of a cool way to look at that. But up here, you can also click on Summary, so it'll give you a summary of the game, which is essentially just the box score, and Stats. And it actually gives you some really comprehensive stats. And you can go by players if you click right there, or to KU. And then if you click Recap, it's going to give you a full recap of the game from the Associated Press, and a little picture at the top here that's really cool. You can actually scroll through and look at these pictures. And look how quick these load. I mean, these are already loaded. There's no waiting to look at these pictures. They're just done. So let's go back. So that's how an in-game or a game looks. You can click the top again. You can edit your filter to have your feeds on for different stuff and your fans. So it'll show you hashtag KUBBall or hashtag NCarolina. You can have those on or off. It'll filter out those tweets and whatnot. But let's go back to the home screen and check out news. News defaults on a couple different things. I have it defaulting on the AP Top Sports Stories. You can have it default on what's called My News Feed, and this is basically a Twitter news feed of your choice. And you can actually go in here, and next to My News Feed, click the gears, and select which sports you want Twitter feeds from. So I have NCAA basketball, football, and NFL. And these are all the tweets from those sports. So that's really cool. And you can click this button, and that button at the top, and that's available anywhere, can get you through to all the features of the app. So let's go back to the home screen again, and we'll click on Teams. And this is just general information you can get about teams. So if you click the top here, you can select your league, or you can set favorites. So I have my favorites. I have one favorite in there. But let's say I want to go in here and I want to look at the NBA, and I want to look at the Chicago Bulls schedule. So I click Chicago Bulls. This is their full schedule. Well, actually not quite. This is their schedule for March. You can click View Full Schedule up there, and that'll take you to their full schedule down to the month. Or you can click on Stats, look at their stats. You can click Player Stats. You can look tweets about the Bulls. So this is how you access basically all the info about a particular team, and you can favorite teams. You can click Standings, and you can go through all the standings. So you could actually go through by conference or the national rankings for basketball or any sport. And then if you're into fantasy, you can click Fantasy here. Cool feature this thing has is it's March. Everyone's looking for NCAA tournament scores. There's actually a button in the corner here that's just called March, and it clicks it and it takes you to today's NCAA tournament scores. It's a really customizable app too with what you want. You can pair it with your Twitter feed, and then you can actually go in here, customize your feeds, and you can go in and I want to say the NCAA feed I want to customize by a particular team, so I want a particular team featured in my NCAA feed, or my just the basketball news feed, or all these different things. And then you can go into game details, and you can click here. So when you click on a particular game, it's the game day filter or the fan filter. So there's a lot of different features in here with how you can customize the app and what you see. And it's a really great app. And there's the Twitter settings too. And you can pair it with your Twitter account, so you can actually add people that you follow into particular feeds for each particular sport. It's a really great app for sports fans, and it's honestly the quickest and nicest sport score app and most comprehensive one I've found. It'll probably be my go-to. You will notice at the bottom there are ads, which is kind of irritating. They do have a pro version. If you click the gears up here to go to settings and go to about, I'm sorry, not go to about, it's right there. Upgrade to Sportcaster Pro. It's $5, which is a little steep for a phone app to get rid of ads, considering they basically tell you same experience without the ads. I'd like it to see it about $2. That would be probably a little more reasonable. But something I'll probably end up doing just because ads are kind of annoying and take up a lot of battery too. So if you're looking for a good sport app with great scores and news and all that great stuff and good Twitter integration, this is the app for you. It's called Sportcaster. It's available in the Google Play Store.